Today's episode of Luthorville will answer the question, what inspired the Luthorville logo?
Ah, yes, the inspiration for the logo. There are actually a lot of little things in the logo.
Right. Details,
Yeah.
if you will.
Now, one of the biggest things, of course, is the fact that the whole concept of Luthorville, the whole name, came from the Superman film. And I thought the way that Gene Hackman portrayed Lex Luthor in that movie, this is the kind of logo that he would like. That's the sort of logo he would come up with, something that's sort of,
Kitschy and 50s.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But there's also another very subtle reference there's a movie reference in the logo, too, that a lot of people might miss.
What's that?
The Last Starfighter. Another one of my favorite movies, great science fiction film. And the trailer park that Alex Rogan lives at in The Last Starfighter is called Starlight Starbright. And the sign that's out in front of the trailer park has a star up in the corner that lights up.
Right.
The same as the Luthorville logo.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's kind of in there too. So anybody who's a big geek and caught that and thought, hey, this kind of looks like The Last Starfighter.
You were right.
You were right. That's exactly what it's from.
And the last thing that I could mention about the logo is the tagline, Home of the Fiendishly Gifted. That is also a line from Superman, where Lex Luthor is talking to his secretary, Miss Tessmacher, coming up with ways to describe himself, and that's one of the things that he calls himself, is fiendishly gifted.
There's not much more to say about the logo. Well, he designed it in Macromedia freehand.
Yeah, that's true. That is something people might find interesting. Despite loving innovation and technology, I don't believe in upgrading software unless the newer version actually works better.
Crazy.
Yeah. So when it comes to vector-based illustrations, I still use a 13-year-old copy of freehand, even though it hasn't been supported since 2003. The program still works. Why waste money on upgrading things that don't need upgrading?
But how can someone who loves technology so much still use such old software?
Because it works. See, I love technology that serves a useful purpose. Frivolous bells and whistles have never impressed me. I'm a fan of things which have an elegant simplicity of design. And if it works, why upgrade? Hello?
Oh boy, we gotta work on that.
Luthorville is an educational series inspiring kids and adults to become excited about innovations in science and technology by documenting the design and construction of a Mojave Desert homestead called Galatea Meridian. Witness the crazy story of how Eric Muss-Barnes, an unemployed computer geek and struggling novelist, risks homelessness by spending most of his life savings to build an off-grid dream house in the middle of nowhere. Having purchased vast acres of the Old West, can Eric find a stable job and create his home before his money runs out? Take a journey where fortitude and a pioneering spirit continue to forge the American dream on the romantic landscape of the American frontier.
Thank you for watching this latest episode of Luthorville.
And please be sure to share with all your family and friends.
And remember, if your ambitions don't scare you,
They aren't big enough.